You keep, how's the pace? Is the pace okay or is it going fast or what? For those of you who come regularly, I think it's fine, eh? If you don't come, then it's very fast. Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, the one full of rahmah, love and compassion. What about him? Allama al-Quran, he has taught the Quran. Khalaqa al-insan, he has created mankind, man. Allamahu al-bayan, and he has taught him bayan, speech or expression. So those almost are like one set. Allah speaks about the Quran and man is like one set of the surah. Then Allah's second set of the surah is going to be focused on like creation ni'mas. Ash-shamsu wal-qamaru bi-husban, the sun wal-qamar and the moon bi-husban are with precise calculation. And we're going to come back to this verse now with Rabbul Mashriqain wa Rabbul Maghribain, referring back to this verse now. So remember this verse, we'll refer to now inshallah. Wal-najmu, and the najm two means, remember, it's either the stars or can mean the ground cover, the plant without a strong stem or without a strong stalk. Washajaru, and the plants and trees. Yasjudan, they make sujood, they prostrate. Was-sama'a, and the heavens. Rafa'aha, he has raised it. Wa wada'a, and he has set down, placed down. Al-Mizan, the balance. Allah, depending on how you translate it, can be in order that not tataghaw, that you will not transgress fil mizan, in the balance, or you sit on the balance saying Allah, la tataghaw fil mizan, do not exceed the balance. Wa aqimul wazna bil qist amr, and all of you, aqimu, make stand, establish al wazna, the balance, equity, justice, fairness, bil qisti, establish it with justice. So establish this balance with justice. وَلَا تُخْسِرُوا الْمِيزَانِ, and do not cause loss or deficiency in the balance. وَالْأَرْضَ وَضَعَهَا, interesting, even like interesting thing where in Medina once upon a time the prices of goods went high, and the Muslims actually asked the Prophet to curb the prices. And the Prophet said he actually refused to curb the prices. I forget the punchline now, what he said, but basically Allah is the one who sets the prices. What comes to mind is because when you do economics, you speak about Adam Smith and the invisible hand, and how the market of demand and supply actually sets prices. And in Medina, the Prophet actually refused to curb the price, because the market itself sets the price. Obviously, the market is fair, without barriers to entry, without monopoly, without those things in place. If we have a fair market, the market actually sets the price. I'm just going to go to Mizan. وَالْأَرْضَ وَضَعَهَا لِلْأَنَامِ, وَالْأَرْضَ, and the earth, وَضَعَهَا, you set it down, you place it down, لِلْأَنَامِ, for anam, for creatures or for human beings. فِيهَا فَاكِهَةٌ, in it is fakihah, it's fruits, وَالنَّخْلُ, and date palms, ذَاتُ الْأَكْمَامِ, and these date palms are that are containing akmam, sheaths or what do you call it now? Clusters. But akmam means that it's like covered. It's like I mean, think about why Allah is speaking about covering. One of the greatest crises in our earth today is covering. It's called packaging. You know, think about where most of our refuse and dirt comes from, is actually from akmam. It's from packaging. Every bottle, every packet, it's always actually, no one eats the plastic. The plastic is a container. So that akmam is like a biodegradable natural contains all that's created within the earth. Even with Nabi Yusuf, and when he had to keep the corn in the ears, remember Surah Nabi Yusuf? Then he had to keep the corn in the ears so it can be stored for like 7 years. So it can remain fresh. So even in that there is a There's a ni'mah, the fact that Allah is able to preserve His produce in a way that works, and in a way that also is biodegradable and doesn't harm the earth. It's part of the Mizan actually. But we use plastic and we actually make tukhsirul Mizan, tatghaw fil Mizan.
Can Rahman actually mean container as well?
It can mean it's a sheath, so it's containers. It doesn't mean like a bucky. It means that when it grows, it's like a covering on the dates.
I mean container in the sense of the packaging that we use today.
I'm not sure in the modern context. I don't know in modern Arabic what the words for. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, but I mean, Atmam in the Quran it refers to on the tree, the sheath it has that goes within. But I'm saying that the fact that the clusters within a sheath is indicative of that. Wal-hab, even the wal-hab, the same thing. Wal-hab al-asfi, same meaning. Wal-hab and the hab, the grain, but it's dul asfi. Asfi means there has a husk. It has a covering also. Wal-hab dul asfi. Wal-rayhan, and rayhan means fragrant plants. We know what comes to this, but I think we ended there, right? Yes. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Let me just see my notes quickly here. Let me put this in here. Okay. So, fa, what does fa mean? Be with or with, by, or be in many meanings, many context. Ayyi. Ayyi means which. I'm just trying to find this because this word ala is quite a difficult word. Let me just find it quickly here. Now, so the word ala is a plural, which means ni'mas. Ni'am means favors, blessings. But the single of ala is sure. There's a few singles. Let me just get this right quickly here. The one single could be ilyun, and the other one could be بكسر الهمزة وسكون اللام, وأليٌ بفتح الهمزة وسكون اللام. And the one's going to be alyun اللام وهي في آخره, and albu. So these are all what? These are all the singulars for ala. So in Arabic sometimes they have multiple words, depending on whatever the different dialects and tribes or whatever the different words that became Arabized. So these are all the words you can use for the single of ala. So all of these means a favor. Ilyun, alyun, ulun, they all mean, or alun, they all mean a ni'mah. A ni'mah. So the plural is ala. Ala is the plural, which means favors, ni'mas, blessings. You will notice that the word ala is a light word, doesn't have a al. I mean, there's a alif lam, there's not the al. This is part of the word, and doesn't have tanween, so it's a light word. So it's a mudaf actually. So it's a mudaf, and rabbikuma is the mudafun ilay. So you can say bi'ayyi, with which of the favors of your Lord. So okay, so actually the wrong thing, but anyway, the ayyi is also mudaf, right? And the ala is mudaf ilay. Just first see that there. The ayyi is light. It's not ayyin. It's ayyi. Not ayyin. It's ayyi. So it's light. And ala is jar, which means you must put a the before ayyi and then of after it. So this stands for meaning fa, so, be, with. Okay, that doesn't work well. Anyway, with which of, and ala is going to be what? Okay, let's write it down rather first. Bi, ayyi, ala'i, rabbi, kuma. So there's going to be a the, and then of, and that's also going to be the, we do say that I'm not sure, and then of. So you say bi, fa, so, with. Okay, let's take the out there because it doesn't sound right in this context, but anyway, with which of the favors of your Lord. And obviously this also, whenever you have a tamir attached to an ism, it also becomes mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So it's a very long mudaf and mudaf ilayh construction. Each word there is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So, with which of the favors of your Lord? Now what's the meaning of Rabbika? Your Lord, for how many people? One male. And Rabbikum, your Lord, for many. So what do we have here? Rabbikuma. It's unusual, it comes now inshallah. Tukadhiban. What does tukadhiban mean? Kadhaba, which verb is done? Second verb. Kadhaba, yukadhibu. What yukadhibu is he is denying. He is deeming something a lie, he is denying it. Yukadhibu is denying. Yukadhibu. Oh, you didn't do duals, right? Okay, I'll do it for inshallah. Yukadhibu, yukadhibani. Duals, add ani for dual. Yukadhibu, yukadhibani, yukadhibuna. Tukadhibu, tukadhibana, that's for two females. Yukadhibna. Then you go to tukadhibu, you are denying. Tukadhibani, you too are denying. Okay, so the ayah is addressed to two. Rabbikuma, the Lord of the two of you. Tukadhibani, the two of you are denying. So who are the two? So the most common tafsir is actually that it is for ins and jinn. That's the most common, that's a classical tafsir with it, whether this is referring to the ins and the jinn. However, with many things in the Quran, there's often going to be debate about it. Because one question about the Quran, which is not a definitive answer, is the Quran addressed to jinn? You know, jinn heard the Quran, yes, it's a Surah al-Jinn. But is the Quran addressed to them as a book of guidance? This is the theological question. You with me? If the Quran is not addressed to the book of the jinn, then why are Allah addressing the jinn? You understand? Because they're not the audience. They may hear it and appreciate it, but they're not Allah is giving them hidayah. You with me? So there's some theological discussion around it, but let's just say the classical tafsir is that the ani is for jinns, mankind, and ins, mankind, and jinn. Especially later on, I'm going to speak about ins and jinn next. But I was reading in this tafsir here. This is the tafsir of one of my favorite mufassirun actually, is Ibn Ashur. Ibn Ashur is actually a fairly contemporary mufassir, but very deep in his tafsir. Is very also analytical. In his opinion, that ins and jinn actually refers to believers and non-believers. Not sorry, ins and jinn. The ani, the two people, refer to believers and non-believers. But it's again tafsir. It's again tafsir that this actually refers to believers and non-believers. Now the tafsir also is that in Arabic, the dual can also be used for a single person. It's like a stylistic thing. You know, like you have like poetic license, you have Quran license. So in Arabic there's a Quran license, and obviously to keep the flow and the rhyme scheme and the ani going, that this is actually like an emphasized way of addressing it to human beings. You know, so there are different tafsirs with regard to what that means, but the dominant tafsir is going to be that it refers to the ins and the jinn. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So much sense, right? So be with which of the favors of the Lord of the two of you, tukadiban, are you denying? What do you think the tone of that is? Because you can't hear the Quran. Like when I speak, you can hear my expression, right? So you can derive understanding from someone's expression. But now the Quran, you can't hear Allah saying the word. So what tone is Allah speaking in?
It's interrogation.
Do you think it's interrogative?
More like amazement. How can you deny of all of it?
Is it scolding? Could be scolding. But questioning in what sense?
It is a question.
It is a question, yes. But I'm saying, what's the tone of it? Because you can ask your child a question like, have you done your homework? Didn't you do your homework? You know what I mean? It's like a different type of question. Like, didn't you do your homework? Doesn't require an answer. But it's a question. If you come to a child and say, didn't you do your homework? That like assumes already that child knows that they didn't do your homework. You know they didn't do their homework, and you just wanted to make them feel bad.
I think superficially it appears to be a rhetorical question. Repeating this refrain because it's often repeated. But in it is also, the way I'm saying it's also an interrogation. It's asking us to reflect on each of the signs and hence the repetition.
Okay, so the one, obviously, because obviously tone is not something that you can say that, because Prophet didn't say this is the tone, it's a literally exercise. So definitely it's a question. So there's two options. It could be one of just prompting you to think and to open your eyes and to realize, or the other tone could be actually a tone of rebuke, where Allah is saying there is so much, everything around you, there's stars and oceans and seas and there's everything around you, what are you still denying? You with me? So it can be also a form of rebuke. Can a form of rebuke be a form of rahmah?
Yes.
Definitely. When you love your children, you rebuke them because of rahmah. Because you love them, because you want to get awareness, because you want to arouse their consciousness. So I'm saying if you assume it's also a form of rebuke, it's not a stern, harsh thing. It's actually like a loving warning, like wake up. Wake up to all the favors I am giving you. And it's actually hectic to listen to the surah in salah. It's like to teach is different, but when you're in salah, that kind of constant refrain all the time, it's a very powerful experience actually. To listen to this surah being recited, especially in salah. Because Allah is like constantly saying, like, what are you denying? Like, what are you denying? I've given you this. What are you denying? What are you denying? Like, can't you see? It's a very powerful tool actually in the surah. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Okay. Unfortunately, our time is up. Next week I'm going to spend less time on Nahu. We're just going to go quickly and mark a few, and then we're going to spend the whole period on Surah Rahman, because I also want to get moving on the surah. Inshallah, we have to finish it before the end of the year. Inshallah ta'ala. But a very beautiful surah. Barakallah, we'll see you next week. Inshallah ta'ala. There is a nikah here next week, but I don't think it affects you. I don't know. So what happens is when we get to class, on the notice board they say there is a nikah. So this morning we saw there's a nikah next week. Because we must phone the nikah. Do you want to book the whole mosque, or do you want to have a nikah just, or you want to just ask to all to move? So I'm just saying most likely you will be here next week, but I will confirm via WhatsApp and email with it easier. So in the event that the nikah wants the whole mosque, we have to basically find another venue. But in hopefully not that event, then you will be in your class, inshallah. Barakallah, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.